Welcome back. You're watching The Money Show on ET Now, and my name is Alex Matthew. Let's talk about real estate, and this is something that a lot of people are interested in. We've had a volatile 2021 so far for obvious reasons, but things seem to be going apace for a lot of real estate developers in some very key markets. We're joined now by Rajani Sinha, who's the Chief Economist and National Director Research at Knight Frank India. Thank you so much, Rajani, for taking the time. You've recently come out with an outlook for 2022, and I'm sure that a lot of my viewers are keen to find out how the residential market in particular is going to look. I understand that you're expecting a capital increase or appreciation in broad residential by as much as 5% in 2022, but can you break that down for us?
Yeah. Hi, good evening, and thank you for having me in the show. So, Alex, like you said, we are expecting residential prices to increase from the current levels. The revival that we have seen in the residential market in 2021, in spite of the pandemic, we see that growth momentum being sustained in 2022. And as far as the price increase that I spoke about, if we look at the different parameters of the industry that we track very closely, be it consumer sentiments, developer sentiments, land prices, construction cost, inventory levels, affordability index, all these parameters are now pointing towards prices increasing from the current level. But what I'm talking about is a gradual increase, a marginal increase of around 5% or so. We do not expect a very sharp increase in prices, because if you see in the market, we still have end users in the market. We do not have investors and speculators in the market currently. Hence, we do not see a sharp increase in prices like we are seeing in many of the other countries. But we do feel that prices from the current levels are going to increase. And in fact, if the top 8 cities that we track, we are already seeing that in some of the southern cities like Hyderabad and Chennai, on a sequential basis, on a quarterly basis, Q-on-Q basis, we've already seen the prices have started increasing in 2021 itself.
Understood. The other factor to watch out for is how the commercial real estate is playing out, and specifically the office space. Do you see this flexible work environment continuing based on your conversations with developers?
So office space, Alex, in 2021 also has not bounced back the way residential sector has, and that's because of obvious reasons. However, I would like to highlight here that we are much more optimistic for the office market for 2022. Because if I look at the main occupiers of the office segment, the IT sector has done very well, has been doing very well during this pandemic period. And if I see in the last one and a half years, they have added, if I look at the top 5 IT companies in India, they have added some 2.5 lakhs employees. They've hired 2.5 lakh employees in the last 18 months or so. So as per our calculation, we estimate that these additional employees added to the IT company's workforce will require additional office space, incremental office space of around 12 million square feet. It may not happen, all of it may not happen in 2022. It may get spread over one and a half or 2 years. Because right now, if you see, people are looking at a very hybrid model. And, a little bit of work from home, but also going back to office. IT companies are now talking about getting back to office. And that's where we feel that the co-working segment will benefit out of this whole flexibility that corporates are looking for. So the co-working segment, which currently has a share of around 10 to 12% in office leasing, we expect that share to increase. And that's when, we are talking to developers and co-working operators. The sense that we're getting is that corporates in this whole period of uncertainty and pandemic, they are opting and preferring the flexibility being offered by these co-working players. Hence, that's a segment which we think will benefit going forward.
It's certainly something to bear in mind, and I think my viewers in particular will want to keep an eye on the trends that you just mentioned about residential. Thank you so much for taking the time and for speaking to us about it. We will touch base with you, I'm sure, in the very near future.
Thank you.
All right, on that note, we are slipping into a short break, but on the other side, we've got more to talk to you about, so do stay tuned.